Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for dropping by. As you can see, this video continues straight on after my last one, which was supposed to be a South Station video, but it kind of morphed into a searching for giant hogweed video. There you can see the overgrown ends of the platform of South Station. Very nice and green around there. We look down there, heading further south. Let me just pull my camera out of that gap. Luckily I've got scrawny little arms and a tiny little camera. We've already seen this. This is one of the old platforms from the old central station. And I did promise in my last video that for this one we would be looking down the other side. So I'm walking on this little bit of grass now. It's all been cut down. It's quite bumpy, but it's cut down and it's fairly well looked after. This looks great, look. Just look at that bit there. You could use that bit for like an abandoned old station in one of those zombie apocalypse movies. You know, 5 years after the zombies came. Look at the earth today. That's a stupid little trait of mine. I am a fan of zombie movies and things like that. And we used to play this little game where you go into a new building or a cafe or a shop or anywhere the first time and you think, what would you do if there was suddenly a zombie outbreak? Where would you go? How would you survive? I guess it depends on the zombies. If they were those slow ones, like out of the original Dawn of the Dead movie, I'd just calmly finish up my shopping and walk home and shut all the doors, and I think I'd be pretty much fine. There goes the train. Couldn't see it through the bushes anyway. If it was the runny zombies from the newer Dawn of the Dead movie, which is actually quite old now, you'd have to be a bit nippier on your feet, and they can break down doors and things. You'd have to get somewhere high and some serious locks. If it was the type of not actual zombies from 28 Days Later, which we all know weren't zombies because they were still alive and they were infected, you just have to hold yourself up somewhere and wait 28 days till you all died off. I've got to be careful walking down here. Quite a few little areas of dog mess here, because for some reason some people like to walk the dogs but they don't pick up after them, which is kind of obnoxious and gross. If you're able to pick after your dog, obviously if you physically can't pick up, then you can't, but if you're able to pick up after your dog, then you really should. But you know what's worse than not picking up after your dog? Picking your mess up after your dog, put it in a little baggie and chucking the baggie on the floor. I just do not understand why people do that. I mean, why take the trouble to pick up if you're just going to chuck the bag on the floor? I don't know. I don't really want to get into a complaining mode on my videos. My channel's just supposed to be a feel-good place. That's what I always aim for. So what are you all doing today? I'm just going to do a little bit of videoing and then head on home and grab a little bit of dinner and then spend X amount of hours editing all my footage. So I am really trying now to get back onto a more normal filming schedule, because in February I did hit a few bumps in the road and my schedule was kind of really inconsistent, and my channel really suffered. My views suffered, my algorithm, just everything suffered. And that's the thing about YouTube, if you don't upload regularly, the algorithm really punishes you. I still live in hope that I'll just get lucky one day and get that one video that just hits the mark and just gets recommended everywhere. And jump down there. Oh, big step. I think when I go up, I will go up the steps, because we went down the ramp, so should go up the steps. But before we go, I'm going to take a look down there, because that's what a lot of you came to see. A little shelter there. Got seats, all metal, easily cleaned, no glass. Fairly short platform. Please keep your distance. Not many people using the trains nowadays, I suppose, especially not round here. Probably in the cities and in London and places like that, there'll still be a lot of people using the trains, especially underground. Nice little flowers there and a nice little bench. And that is Blackpool South Station. Got Mind the Gap, and there, that is where the train terminates. So I'm just going to walk to the end of here, and that will be the end of this video. So many different kinds of rail cards you can get now. That is the buffer at the end there. That's where the train finishes, the end of the line. The Southfield line. There's a little map. There's a list of bus services, so if you come here you can look up what buses you'd need to get to what place. But really nowadays everybody has one of those fancy phones, so they can pretty much just Google your itineraries. I'm going to go up these steps. I fell down one of these, got pressed in one of these metal steps. It really hurt. I was running down the steps because I'd just been to Preston to visit somebody in hospital, and I came in the station and I saw the Blackpool North train was in like 3 minutes, so I ran for it, and I was running down the steps like that, and there was a piece of ice which I didn't see because it had been wind, and I slipped like that, and my feet just went flying out from under me. I hit the steps on my back and I slid down about 6 or 7 steps just on my back. And I wasn't injured or anything. I mean, I had a few bruises and it hurt like hell, but there was no permanent injuries. But all these people ran over and they went, "Oh my gosh, are you alright?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I was just biting my lip because I was trying my best not to cry, because it really hurt. But the next morning it ate a whole lot more. Oh well, on that happy note, I'm going to end this one now. So once again, thank you so much for watching. Please hit that like button, please subscribe, maybe leave me a comment as well, and I shall see you all very soon in the next video. Goodbye.